Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
So last day we just been completed 2 validations here. What's it? That the date of birth should accept only the date in DDMM YYYY format, and the second thing is the user who is going to register should attain 18 years of age. Correct? They are the 2 things we can. What next? Coming to the mobile number, we already just done this. What we have done? We have just been done like restricting the user to enter accept only value 6, 7, restricting the user to accept only numerics and backspaces. We completed that. And also 10 digit, more than 10 digit also not accepted. These 2 things are done. What is still pending? The still pending is it should start only with 6, 7, 8 or 9. Should start with the 6, 7, 8 or 9. Okay, that is still pending. Apart from that, the rest of the others have been completed. Okay. Okay, fine. How to just do the rest of the other things? Actually, what you just wanted to do now? So one thing we completed, accepting only characters and backspaces. Remember that one? If at all you want to accept only characters and backspaces, we have just been written the code. What the code? If it is not a digit, we want to accept only digits and backspaces. If it is not a digit and if it is not a numeric, we simply said rejected. If it is not a digit or if it is not a character, backspace, it is simply we said reject. So not a digit, not a backspace will be rejected. Yeah. Not a digit, false means not a digit. Not equal to 8 means not a backspace. If it is not a digit and not a backspace, it will be rejected. Okay. So fine. We are completed with that. What next? The next thing is we wanted to accept only a number, and the number should start with 6, 7, 8 and 9. So how do we write the logic for it? Actually guys, we can just go for identifying the first character, and we can check whether the first character is going to be 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. But some lengthy coding has to be done. We have a concept called as regular expressions. We have a concept called as regular expressions. So what are these regular expressions in the sense? We will talk about these regular expressions in detail. You will be learning and completed. You've done JavaScript. Have you done HTML JavaScript, or JavaScript is not done? Okay. You'll be learning in JavaScript classes here, as well as I will teach you in the ASP.NET also about the regular expressions. So what are these regular expressions means? Regular expressions are a set of special characters. Regular expressions are a set of special characters using which we can perform data validations. These are a set of special characters. Using these special characters, we can do the data validations actually. We call them as regular expressions. regular expressions. What are these? Just a minute. These are some special characters using which we can perform data validations without writing complex logics. These are some special characters using which we can perform data validations without writing complex logics. You don't require to write any complex logic here. Without writing the complex logic, we can do data validations here. And here, there are three main things what we have. What is P, C, D. P for braces, C for caret, and D for dollar. Okay. So braces are three types of braces are there, and caret sign and the dollar sign. Okay. The first thing is braces. There are three types of braces here. What is the first one? Square brace. What square brace implies? Square braces are used for this. These are used to specify the characters which are allowed. These are used to specify the characters which are allowed. What characters are allowed? You can tell what characters are allowed. Okay, for example, if I say A to M, it allows only lowercase characters. It allows only lowercase characters between A to M. That's all. Now see, only uppercase characters between A to K. Only numerics. Only numerics between 0 to 6. And what about this one? Alphanumerics. What it accepts is alphanumerics, alphabets and numerics, uppercase, lowercase, as well as numerics. So to tell what characters to accept, we just use the square brace. Second one, curly braces. What is curly braces? Basically, curly braces are used to specify the number of characters that are allowed. The number of characters that are allowed. Stop it here. The number of characters that are allowed here. What is this? If I say 1, it accepts only one character. If I say 4, 7, minimum 4, maximum 7. If I say 4, minimum 4, maximum no limit. Are you clear? Minimum is 4, maximum no limit for that. Next, round braces. Round braces is to give a list of options, just like a list of options here. You can choose from that list. A list of options where you can choose from the list here. Suppose I'm saying com, net, in, edu like this, and I'm using a pipe sign between R operator, R. Means you can pick only one from this list now. Just like see, website you have, extension should be given. The extension of the website should be either a .com, either a .net, or a .in, or a .edu. Like this, I can just give a list of options where user can hit only from that list. So these are the three things what we'll have. What is it? Square braces to tell what characters to accept, curly braces to tell how many characters to accept, and the round braces to tell a list of options to choose from. Okay. So now, how do we use this, Just watch it, guys. Suppose if I write like this, what is the meaning, Accepts only one alphabet between A to K. Next, suppose if I write like this, I read it. It accepts 5 lowercase alphabets between A to M. See this? 3 lowercase alphabets in the first 3 lowercase alphabets followed by 5 numerics. Like this, I can just do my conditionings in the code now. I want to accept in this format only. I can write like this. If I write like this, enough. I don't require to write any logic or complex coding in this. Is it clear? Fine. Now, what is for this? Just watch it. I'm writing ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Valid or not? Come on. Yeah, this is valid. I'm writing A to C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Invalid. Is invalid. A, B, C, D. Invalid. The first 3 only alphabets can be there. D is not an alphabet. Nah? That's an invalid. Okay. Now you see, I'm entering ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X. Valida, invalida. It's valid. How, sir? You said, what I said, first three should be alphabets. Next five? Correct only, na? First three are alphabets, next five are numerics. But next character, you did not tell anything there. Array, you did not tell anything, na? So it accepts. It accepts. But I want to accept only this one. It should not be more than this. I want to accept only this. It should not be more than this. Say, you did not tell anything. Because you did not tell anything, from ninth character, it won't bother. It accepts whatever you enter. But I don't want. I want only 8 characters. If that is the case, read this, all of you. Caret, dollar sign. If I put a caret and dollar sign there, that is called as a rigid expression. What's a rigid expression? Means the expression is restricted up to that. More than that, you cannot accept. See, in the second context, okay, see, just a second. In this case, this is also invalid. Are you clear? When is it? When we use caret and dollar sign. So did you understand all the things now? Starting of your expression, ending of your expression. And using this, we will building our expression. That's called as what? Regular expression. We call it as a regular expression. Okay. Some examples of the regular expression. Say, still, special characters in regular expression. There are some special characters with predefined logic. What did they see? Accept space. Don't accept space. Accept space, don't accept space. Next. Accept only numerics. Numerics are not accepted now. Only alphanumerics. Non-alphanumerics. Understood? And see, now these are some sample expressions for you, see. These are some sample expressions. First one. Postal code here. Your pin code. /D. Numerics. How many? 6. Second one. Indian Railway PNR number. You saw the PNR number of your railway ticket? 3 digits hyphen 7 digit number. Total 10 digit. 3 digit hyphen 7 digit. Next. Aadhaar validation. That is for Aadhaar. Next. You know this. This is credit card. Next. Is a validation for a website URL. Is a validation for a website URL. Is a validation for email. Is a validation for email. Actually, guys, you don't require to learn of all these particular things. What are all these things? Very simply speaking, there are so many samples that are available here. Simply just open Google. In the Google, regular expression. Regular expression. We have regular expressions everywhere. Eh? Python has regular expression. All this. The regular expression, what I apply specified here, that applies to all languages. They are not separate for Java or something. All are same. Regular expression for email validation. Someone, if you just open, someone will give you the validation that are required for it. So many people will just give you a different style. Everyone doesn't require to write the logic same way. Nah? So many samples you'll be getting. You can just use whatever you just want. Suppose I want to perform some email validation. Sorry, password validation. Password has some rules. Minimum 8 characters, maximum 20 characters, something. If you look at this, what is it telling you? Only No. Start with an uppercase or lowercase alphabet. Understand? Start with an uppercase or lowercase alphabet. What lowercase w indicates? Alphanumeric values. Alphanumeric values. Okay. So here it is going to accept you some alphanumeric values here. Next, 7, 15. What is the 7, 15? Minimum 7. So total 8 here. This is the first character. Plus 7, 8 characters. Maximum 16. Add 1, 16. See? Ending. You'll find so many samples available, guys. This is one sample thing here. He has given Geeks to Geeks. Actually, this is a website. You'll find it. In that, he has given explanation for each and everything. What is what. So basically, he has designed it like this. 8 characters, 20 maximum. 1 digit. 1 uppercase alphabet. 1 lowercase alphabet. Any of the special characters, white spaces should not be allowed. Okay. So if you scroll down, he just given the expression. This is the expression. And scroll down, the detailed description for the expression. Represents starting. What did this see? A digit must occur at least once. Lowercase alphabet must occur at least once. Uppercase alphabet must occur at least once. Special characters required, any of this. At least one special character, any of this. White spaces are not allowed. Uppercases shown you, lowercases, spaces allowed. Uppercases, spaces not allowed. Minimum 8, maximum 20. End of the string. Are you clear? You take some samples and you can just customize. It's not a part of a syllabus, guys. You need to learn on your own. That's it. I given you an idea first. Okay, you can Google. Lot of samples will be given. Some sites will give you an explanation for each and every of these things. Based on that, you just require to build on yourself. That's all. Okay, now? So no one will help you on this. In JavaScript, they'll teach you about this regular expression. There also, they'll give you, this is what, that's all. They won't explain you each and every of the appropriate thing. You require to learn on your own only. Okay, these are called regular expressions. We can use these regular expressions now in our code to do validations. Okay, so you see now, this is website, this is email. Watch this, all of you. I hope that is what we want now. That's what we want now, right? This is what exactly we are expecting right now for our validation. This is what exactly we are expecting right now for our validation. Next, look at this also. Another sample I given you. That's also mobile number only. Basically, the requirement is like it should start with 0. Is that start with 0? Then it should be 11 digit. This one. It can be either 10 or 11. If you start with 0, 11 digits. If you start with not 0, it should be 10 digits. Next. It can be, if you enter 8-digit number, landline number can be ranging between 6, 7, 8. If you enter more than 8, it should be a mobile number. It should be a mobile number. Then it should start with 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. Okay. So this is how you can just, these are the regular expressions, guys. How to use the regular expressions in our code? How do we use them in our applications? I want to use the regular expressions in my application. How do I use them? Actually, if at all you want to use regular expressions in our code, just a minute. Okay, just have a look. Regular expressions, also known as regex. Also, we call them as regex, or some special characters using which we can perform data validations without writing complex logic. The main thing is, guys, you will not be writing some complex logics here. And three important things what we come across here. What are the three? Braces, caret, dollar. Braces, caret, and dollar. I explained you what are braces. I explained you what is a caret and dollar also. Okay, all these things. Caret and dollar basically represents the starting and ending actually. Okay. Say to use regular expressions, regular expressions or regex in our desktop applications, we are provided with a class known as regex. The class name itself is regex. Under the namespace system.text. I remember, guys, I too forgot the class name. Let me check. What is the class name? Regex is the class. I know the class. I don't know the namespace. I said you this only yesterday. I said you remember. If you know the class, you don't know, type the class name, right click on it. Quick actions and refactorings should show you the namespace. System.text. Regular expressions. This is what I said to you in the last session. Okay, system.text. Regular expression. Expressions. Okay, so to use regular expressions or regex, any of these two things in our desktop applications, in desktop applications, we are provided with a predefined class known as regex under the namespace system.text.regular expressions. Okay. And under this class, we find a method with the name isMatch. That can be used for validating the data against a given regular expression. So I'll show you guys. There is a method in that class actually. What is the method name? You know, isMatch. The method name is isMatch. We can use this method for validating data against a given expression. Means an expression should be given first here. Afterwards, we enter the data. Now we are going to verify. What you are going to verify? Whether the data entered is matching the expression or not. See, we are given an expression /d4/d4 means 12-digit Aadhaar number. Now you enter the number. Now this number is validated against the expression and returns you a Boolean value, true or false. True return means matched. False return means unmatched. To do that, which method I should use? isMatch. Okay, now? So guys, how to use this regular expression? Let's try to understand. Now, what's the requirement? For the mobile number, should I accept only a mobile number that should start with the 6, 7, 8 or 9. I want to write my code under the validating event. I want to write the code under the validating event. In the validating event, I just wanted to write this code. Okay, you already know validating event. When the focus is coming out, it will just going to tell you whether the data validation is success or failure. That's what the validating event. And under that validating event, I just wanted to implement this logic. Is it clearer or not? Under that validating event, I wanted to implement this particular logic actually. So how do we implement the logic for this? Okay. So what is the event I said here? Validating event. Come on, let's go to events. validating. Now, what to do? You're required to create the instance of the class. Which class? Regex class. Regex mobile validation is equals to new regex. And here, what you do, you just required to give your expression. You're required to give your expression. The expression should be given at that particular place. So start with a dollar sign, caret sign, and with a dollar. In between, you can see. Okay. And remember, guys, a slash is an escape character. Slash is a escape character. So whenever we use a slash, basically, what is that? A slash T, slash N, you know them now, slash and new line. We call escape character. Slash D, when I say slash D, there is no escape character called slash D. It will throw you an error. There is no escape sequence called as slash D. But it's not an escape character. We are not using it like a escape character. We are using it as a part of the string. Path is there. Tomorrow you write path. C:/. Array, that is a part of your path. But compiler, when it finds slash, what it will think, it will think it is an escape character. Slash D, slash T, that's what it will think. And say I did not know anything called as an escape character called as slash D. Because we don't have, what we have, slash N, new line, slash T, tab. But we don't have any escape character called as slash N. That's where error comes there. To resolve this, wherever you want to represent a slash, either use a double slash. Use what? Double slash. But suppose tomorrow you're writing a path anywhere. Slash is there. Always you write double slash. If you feel it becomes lengthy, before the string, use @. Before the string, use @. If you use @, it is not going to consider it as an escape character. It is not going to consider it as a escape character. We have some name for this @ here. Forgot the name. Just a minute. We'll see. @ in C#. We call it as a verbatim string. It is called as, where is it? We call it as a verbatim string. It's not listed here. Hello. Okay. Not find it anywhere, but that's called a verbatim. I just remembered it. Okay. So we call it as a verbatim. If you write like this, it is just going to consider this like a string only, not like as escape character. Okay. So now you're just putting up the escape character, the verbatim there, @, and you'll just write this in this. Are you clear? Not verbal, verbatim. That is called verbatim, not verbal. Okay. So this is how you just use it. Okay. What next? If mobile validation dot, what is the method I said? Is match. For this, you're required to pass a parameter. What is the parameter? The string you want to validate. What is the parameter? The string you wanted to validate. You want to validate now? What is the string you want to validate? You just required to pass. What should I write? txt mobile.text. That is the value the user entered. I'm passing the user entered value now. Are you clear? If it is matching, what to do? Don't do anything. If it is matching, don't do anything here. If not matching, what will you do? I'll give a message and I will restrict here e dot cancel. You cannot come out of this now. Now use a message box and display some message there. Just I'll copy paste the message string there. I'm just only copy pasting the message, that's all. Entered number is not a valid mobile number. Phone error, message box okay. error icon. Finally, E dot cancel is equals to true. So this will do you the mobile validation. What next? Email validation. What I want is email validation. Same here, same only. What you'll do? Events. Which event? Validating. Copy the same code. Paste here. I'll rename it as email validation. And here, what you'll do? Copy paste the email validation. Copy paste the appropriate regular expression for email validation. Okay. So yeah. Slash W. W indicates what I said? Slash lowercase w. Alphanumeric characters here. It is going to accept some alphanumeric characters in the sequence. Okay. And there should be an at the rate. And see, ending. Array, the end, the domain extension should only be numeric. Minimum 2, maximum 3. Array, domain name, dot in, dot edu. You cannot have dot xyz ab, something like this. No? Minimum 2, maximum 3. That's the expression. Okay. What is the error? Entered. Error message is entered string is not in a valid, is not a valid email format. Entered string is not a valid email format. What error? Email error. It's an email error. We're all customizing our messages. That's all. Nothing special about it. Okay. So this is how you're going to do the validation for phone number and how you're going to do the validation for this one. And one more thing, guys. And all this, is it a mandatory field? Is the mobile number a mandatory field? Tell me, did I say? I said only username, password, confirm password are mandatory. Remaining all, I did not say you mandatory fields. So now remember, what I'm trying to tell is, this validation should be coming into picture when, if the user enters a value, if the user doesn't enter a value, I don't bother. Are you clear? Don't enter, I don't have a problem. But if you enter, the data should be correct, should not be junk. Are you clear? That's where one extra condition I'm adding. What if txt mobile dot text dot trim dot length greater than 0, then only all this code has to execute. If the length is greater than something entered, then only I'll verify. You come out without entering, I don't check anything at all. Is that clear? Same here also. What if txt email dot text dot trim dot length greater than 0, then only I will do this. So this is the code for the mobile. Yeah, mobile validation. And this is the code for the email validation. Okay, the mobile and the email validations now. What left? Yeah, we have done everything here. Maximum, we have done everything here. Yes or not? Whatever we discussed, all the things were just been implemented. What we want, everything has been put into action. So let us run once and test all the validations are getting successfully executed or not. Okay, but just a minute before I run this. Yesterday, without disturbance, we commented this code here. Which one? We put the text box validating code in comment. Yeah, I'm uncommenting it. Run. Yeah. See all the validations now. The first validation. The text box cannot be left empty. Which one? Username. Are you clear? Now, can you write me a regular expression for this? Can you write a regular expression for this? I'm giving this a task to you. A regular expression for this. What is that? Minimum 4 characters. Minimum 4 characters name. The name. Otherwise, minimum 3 characters name. Minimum 3 characters. Maximum no limitation. Should accept only alphanumerics and spaces. Are you clear? What it should accept? Alphanumerics, spaces. Alphanumerics and spaces. Sorry. Only alphabets, not alphanumerics. Only alphabets and spaces. Clear? Minimum 3, maximum no limit. Or maximum keep a limit of some 30. Minimum 3, maximum 30. Okay, now? Should accept only alphabets, spaces. Other than this, nothing should be accepted. Okay? Try regular expressions and just Google here. Google, you'll find a lot of Google expressions. Password validation expression is there now. That only you can customize it for username also. And I want a regular expression for password also. I want the regular expression for password also. Password, confirm password also. I shown you password rules already to you. Okay, use that. So for name, I said you the rules. What are the rule? Only alphabets and spaces. Minimum 3, maximum 30. Password, define your own rules here. Minimum 8, maximum 16 or 20. That's your choice. Should accept only special characters, alphabets. Already I shown you that expression to you. You can use that expression there. Okay. I'm leaving that task to you. I'm not showing you. I'm leaving it for you. Come on. Entering the name. Now password is a mandatory field. And password minimum. Already we have written the logic for 7 to 16. Correct. Sorry, 8 to 16. You need to add the remaining things. You need to add the remaining things there. So 8. Fine. Again, cannot be left empty. Minimum 8 characters. Confirm password should match with the password. And now I'm questioning you. Do you remember your password? If the user says yes, I will clear the password text box and put the focus into that so that user can fill this. If user says no, I will take him to password. I'll take him to password. If the validations are success, we are disabling the 2 text boxes. Now here what to enter? Date of birth. And to enter the date of birth, the date should be in the DD, MM, YYYY format. See here, I'm entering 10, 24, 1980. It's valid or invalid? It is a invalid date. Why? The date format is DD, MM, YY. So now I'm entering 24, 10, 1980. Valid or invalid? This is valid. This is a valid date. Okay. And in this process, one more thing I said here. That you must attain 18 years of age to do the registration. 2005, valid or invalid? Invalid, because you did not still attain 18 years of age. 04, valid or invalid? Invalid. Now also 18 years is not attained. 3, valid. So I'm entering 4, still not attained, but I'm changing the dates here. I'm changing the day as 09 and 07. Today's date. Valid or not? Valid. 18 years of age. Now mobile number. Okay. I'm entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Invalid. That's invalid mobile number. I'm entering 5. Invalid. I'm entering 6. Valid or not? That's a valid number. I'm entering hello world. Invalid here. Invalid. I'm entering at the rate. Invalid. gmail.com. Invalid. Why? The extension should be 3, not 4. Minimum 2, maximum 3. Minimum 2 and maximum 3. Oh, now also getting invalid. A mistake in that. Gmail. Maybe this is a website URL I copied, I think. Just a minute. That format. Email ID, right? TXT email. Oh, here I passed mobile here. A copy pasted code na. In that I passed their mobile there. That's it. It is checking the mobile and checking. TXT email. Something, just entering some date, mobile number, email ID, valid. Okay, address. Just going to fill up the things. Click on save. Now it has to tell you data saved to database. Okay, that's our next step. What we are going to do it, save the data. That is the next step where we are going to save the data. Is that clear? Yeah, when you click on the save, yes. Okay, your registration is successfully completed. Your registration is successfully completed. What is this? Confirmation. It's a confirmation. Okay. Now coming to the message, I'm writing dot. Actually, there is no confirmation icon available, guys. There is no confirmation icon available. So I'm giving you some information to you. Just look at a little bit good, that's all. Okay, nothing special. I'm just trying to make it look a little bit better. Okay, and for reset already we have explained the code and we have done it. Clear button code is completed already. Yes or not? Close button, we are done with close button also, all the things. So we have done a lot of validations in this. Number of event handlers we generated. For text box, this is working for user ID, name, password, confirm password. This is for date of birth. This is for mobile. For mobile only two things were done. One is to accept numerics and validating event. Okay. Actually, guys, when you write this validating, you don't require to write this key press again. Basically, when you're typing only to stop, I written that. But validating event, you verify, you can a regular expression there, na? Array, the regular expression /d will accept only numerics only. But the thing is, if I enter non-numerics, when I'm coming out, it will tell you. When I enter non-numerics, when I'm coming out, it will tell you. But my key press event, when I'm typing only, it will tell you. This is not accepted. I hope you are clear. And this is for email validation, what you done. Okay, we have been done with all the things now. So my design is completely done. So clear button clears. But see guys, when you click on the clear, everything is clear now. Now see, the password text box is still in the disable mode. That's why it went up to date of birth. You noticed it? It went up to date of birth, guys. Isn't it disable? Why? Earlier you disabled, na? So in the clear button, you need to do that also. What's it? txt password dot enable is equals to txt confirm password dot enabled is equals to true. Once you disable, next time that should be enabled again. In the reset button, that should be enabled. See, what I'm showing is, see, watch. You're entering a correct password. You're entering a correct confirm password. They're disabled. When I click on clear, if they don't enable, how are you going to fill up now? Understood my point or not? Okay, is asking to enter a date there. Fine, clear. That Xbox got enabled again so that I can enter. Fine. Okay, we're just a small problem. We fixed that also. Fine. Now all of you carefully observe it. I opened a form here. After opening the form, I changed my mind. What that? I don't want to do registration. I changed my mind. That is, I don't want to do the registration. What to do? Arey, open the mouth, re. What to do? You want to, just don't want to register. You don't want to register, you'll sit silently like this. Huh? What will you do? Click on the close. To tell that also you have hesitation here. Yesterday I scolded you. Today also you're just behaving the same way. Foolish behavior. What to do? Click on the close button. But see guys, already I shown you. When I click on the close button, already I shown you this. It won't allow to close. Why, sir? Because you written the logic there. What logic? If it is empty, don't allow the text box focus to come out. If it is empty, you're not allowing the focus to come out. Actually, when I click on the close, why this logic is executing, sir? Because where is the focus now? Louder. Username text box. When I click on the close, the focus should come out of the Xbox first. The focus should come out of the text box. If the focus come out of the text box only, this code will run now. The focus should come out of the Xbox and then execute the close button code. But when the focus is trying to come out, the validating event will fire. That will validate and pull the focus back into the text box, not allowing the focus outside. That is the reason why it is showing you what? You cannot leave the field empty. Means, is it not executing the code in the close button? No. If you want, I'll show you. Watch this. I will put a message box here for your understanding. Message box.show. Message box.show. What is this? Click event occurred. Same way, I'll put a message box to you in the validating event also. Here also, I will add one message box on the top. Okay. What is it? Validating event occurred. Run. Observe. When I click on the button, what do you expect? You expect the message click event occurred now, but see the message. Array, understand here? That's what I'm telling you. The focus is trying to come out of the text box first. When the focus is coming, which event will fire? Validating event will. And now in the validating, you have logic. What logic? If this is empty, don't allow the focus to go out. Correct? That is why, see, it is checking now. What is it checking you? You cannot leave the field empty. Message came up now. And the next line is e.cancel. Means focus is not allowed outside. That's why, see, click event occur message did not come. Did you notice it or not? What did not come? Click event occur message did not come for you in this context now. What you saw? Only validating event occur message only you saw. Are you clearer or not? Okay. So now there is a problem. What is the problem? The user is telling I don't want to register. And you are telling, enter the name. That is foolish. That is a foolish app design now. What the user wants to do? Go out. Let him go. What is the problem for you? If the user wants to leave, let him go out. Don't block him. Don't stop him. See, if the user wants to save the data, then the validation should come into picture, not when the user wants to close or clear. Agree with me? Yes or not? When the user wants to close, this validation should not happen at all. Am I clear? Okay, so this is what exactly I just wanted to do. When the user wants to go for closing, none of the validation should occur. And that is my 8th validation rule. Read. Allow the users to close the form at any point of time without any, I don't have any restrictions, guys, for this. So how can I do this? How to perform this particular task now? How to perform this one? Okay, how you can just restrict, how you can allow the user to close it at any point of time without any restrictions now. Okay, so to do this, guys, all of you carefully observe this one. First, go to properties of the close button. Okay, in this, you'll be finding a property called as, again, problem. You'll find a property called as causes validation. What is the value? True. Make it false. Make it false. So all of you carefully observe. Now what happened? Now earlier when we click on the close, what message came first? Validating event occurred, click event occurred. You did not get click event occurred at all. Did you remember? Now see. What is that causes validation? Actually, guys, causes validation true means the click event should occur. The click event should occur after validating event. Click event should occur after validating. But if I say it false, click event is not depending on the validating. Click event will occur on its own first. After this validating, it will occur. See, the events are interchanged now. Are you clear? Sir, will the form close? Now also form won't close. Form won't close. Why? Again, it went off to validating. Again, it went off to validating, and validating will not allow the form to close. See, form is not closing. Did you observe it or not? Events are interchanged, but the close statement was not able to close. Actually, the click event occurred first. We got this message. Yes or not? Afterwards, this dot close statement has to execute and close. But again, it will be back to validating, and validating event will not allow the form to close now. Validating event will not allow the form to close. Did you understand about causes validating? Causes validation. Default is true. True indicates what? They should fire after validating event. Understood? False. False means it's independent, not dependent on validating. Means it will fire and then it will go to validating. But understand one thing. Whenever the whenever the close button click event fires, validating event should not fire. Agree with me? Hey, now firing, yeah. Observe. Now, what events are firing, see? Afterwards, that should not fire, yeah. If it fires, problem starts now. Did you catch my point or not? What is that? That should not fire. If it fires, problem. That event should not fire. Which event? Validating it. Whenever I click on the close button, validating event should not fire. Are you clear? So again, the same property here. Same property. See here, what I'm writing? txt name dot. causes validation is equals to false. This indicates the validating event should not fire. This indicates what? Validating event should not fire. For which control? For the name text box. Observe all of you. If you just observe this one. Form closed off, did you notice it? Form closed off. Array did not go to validating event. The form got closed right now. Are you clear? But you written only for named text box here. You written only for named text box. Suppose you're in password. You are in password. Same problem again. Ray, see, it's not allowing. See, click again. Why, sir? Array, you written it only for named text box, na? You did not write for password text box. You written it only for the name text box. So you need to write for name text box, password text box, confirm password text box, and also the date of birth text box. And also the date of birth text box. In all these particular cases, we just want it to work. Because for date of birth also, we just put that condition. It's 4 text boxes. When the focus is present in any of the 4, problem will come. So how to resolve it? For each, same story we already, for clearing we written the code now, same style we'll write. For each, control CTRL in this dot controls. Okay, next, if CTRL is not text box, this is what I already said, your text box base. If you write for text box, it will work for text box only. If you write text box base, it will work for text box also, mask text box also. You want for both now? Okay, text box base. I want to say causes validation. Now the question, what is the question? Is this property common to all or is this property specific to text box? See, listen, I already shown you close. Close method is common for all controls or only for text boxes? Sorry, clear method. I'm sorry guys, clear method. Clear method is common for all controls, specific to text boxes. Specific to text boxes, body present and mind absent. Tab label will clear, button will clear. I shown you also on that day. It is specific to text boxes, not common for all. Width, length, height, back color, fore color, these are common for all. All controls will have width, height, back color, fore color, font. Clear will not be present for all. Text box only will clear. Label won't clear. Button won't clear. Yes or not? What clears? Only text boxes will clear. So clear is the method specific. Why I'm asking this question is, if the method is specific, conversion is required. If the method is not, if the member is specific, conversion is required to call. If the member is generic, no need conversion. So now the question is this causes validation common for all controls, specific to text box? We found it under button also. We found it under button also. In the button also we set it now, causes validation false. Means what is it? It is common for all controls, not specific to text box. Because it is common for all controls, I can directly say CTRL dot causes validation is equals to false. No. It is specific. For example, clear method. I cannot call CTRL dot clear. Recollect. CTRL dot clear is not there in the list. Watch. What you see in the list is only common. See, click is common event. All controls can be clicked. Okay. See, all these are common members, guys. What is the meaning? They are defined in the parent class control, available to all child classes. But clear is a method specific to text box only. You will find it on the text box. So their conversion required. But causes validation. Type and see, guys. Is it coming in the list or not? If you get it in the list, what is the meaning? That is common. Put your mouse there, it will clearly show you. Where is it defined? Control class. Means it is common for all now. Okay. Causes validation is equals to false. So I did not do any conversion. And just above this clear watch, I done the conversion before I call clear. Reason, clear is specific to text box family only. Causes validation is common to all controls. That is why conversion is not performed in this case now. Is that clear? Run again. Yeah. When you click on the close, click event occurred, form closed up. I'll remove the message boxes. I'll just remove these message boxes. I put two message boxes, one in validating and one in click. Let me remove. Run. Whenever you click on the close button, it will directly close out the form. Check. But this is also wrong only. What wrong? By mistake, I clicked here, you closed out the form. Where is the confirmation? Where is the confirmation? Understood? So put a confirmation code also there. What? If message box dot show, what? Are you sure of? Are you sure of closing the form? I'm questioning you. Okay, comma. What message? It's a confirmation message. Comma. What buttons you want? Yes or no? Earlier we got it already. Yes or no? What icon you want? Question. I'm questioning the user. Question icon. Is equals to dialog result dot yes. I'm giving a message box here. I'm checking now what the user clicked is yes or not. If this is yes, then only all this has to happen. If the user says no, don't do anything. Run and see. I clicked on the close button. Asking. Are you sure? No, I don't want to. Nothing happened, see. But I clicked on yes. When I click on yes, unconditionally your form gets closed off. Is that clear? So that's what you need to check up all the conditions carefully. You cannot just leave it like simply writing off and ignore it. You need to check up all the conditions very carefully when you're implementing the logic. That's a very, very crucial thing what you need to verify. Okay, now. And then already you written the code for save button and already you written the code for clear button. All this code is completed. Only today what I modified is only the close button code I modified. And also I modified you the code in the clear button. I added you that statement there, enabling the password text boxes. That's it, guys. This is how you do the data validations in your page now. This is how you do the data validations in your particular page. Okay. So various different events are there. You just require to write the logic under the appropriate events. All these things, how do I remember? No one remembers. Here hundreds of events are there. No one remembers. See, no one works today, tomorrow in the industry without the help of Google. For everything, you will get sample code. For everything, you will be getting the sample code. Okay, then why to learn all these things, sir? Ray, you will look at the sample code also. First, you should know what is what. You should know what is center there. You should know what is E there. Without that, you will type up the code. You must understand what is that code also. Are you clear? So everyone works with the help of Google only. We just get some sample code online. We just take that as a reference and we'll make the modifications according to our requirements. That will be the process how the industry runs. So tomorrow I just developed some project. I done something. Okay, what I done? I opened a website, my own website. I'll put all the code there. I'll put all my code there now. Someone is in need of a help. When he needs my help, he came across my site. He will find out the code. He will just use the appropriate code. He will be making the changes according to his requirements in that place now. Is that clear? Okay. So that's how the industry runs basically. Fine. So we are done with all the data validations here and how to do this particular data validations. Okay. And guys, the message box, about the message box. Remember the message box? 4 overloads are there. What are the 4? Third one. Message box buttons. Fourth one. We use this fourth one. Okay. What is message box buttons? It's the enum. It's the enum which provides you with a list of options to choose from. Like what type of buttons you want. Okay. Okay, cancel. Yes, no. Yes, no, cancel. Abort, ignore. Abort, ignore, cancel. You have all the options you can pick from. Next, icon. What type of icon you want to see on that? Error icon, information icon, question icon, warning icon. Like this, we have different icons that are available. And don't forget the return type. What is the return type? Dialog result is the return type. So it is going to return you a value of type dialog result. And that particular dialog result will tell you whether the user clicked on okay, yes, no, whatever it is, the dialog result will tell you over there. So that's about the dialog result, what it is going to return to you. Understood everything? Okay. You need a lot of patience and you need a lot of time to be spent. I have shown off all the code, but you will be facing a lot of errors. But be careful. Are you writing the code in the correct event or not? I say one, you click on other and you say, sir, E dot is not working. It doesn't work. Are you clear? I said write code in validating. You write code in some other event, validated. There is another event called validated. You go there, double click and write code in validated and you say E dot and you don't find cancel there. And again, you complain back, it is not working. It's not working means first check out the second parameter carefully. Understood? Okay. And also check out what is the event did you write the code. That's the reason why whenever I generate the event procedure or studio generating the event procedure, it's clearly showing you the name of the event. Tomorrow, that is only how you verify. It's validating event, validated event. From there, you should verify. Okay. So be cautious in writing the code. It is not as simple as I shown you in the classroom. You'll be facing a lot of problems when you are doing it. Okay. You need to come out of all those things. Fine. So that's about the text box control. In this process, what did I explain you? How to use labels I shown you? How to use text boxes? The two important things. One is a text box. Second one, mask text box I showed. Rich text box I did not show. We'll talk later. But apart from the buttons, how to use the button controls and write the validations. Setting the tab orders I shown. All the designing. Maximum I spent a lot of time on this particular form to explain you how you are just going to design. So use all this as a reference for creating all your letter forms. Okay. The next set of controls, what will be coming across here is combo box, list box, checklist box. Combo box, list box, and checklist box. What are these? These three controls basically are like our checkbox and radio button here. What is the need of checkbox and radio button? I said, when you want to provide a user with a list of values to choose from, means I'll give you a list, you will select from that. We'll be using checkbox and radio buttons. But problem, I have 10 options, 10 checkboxes, fine, or 10 radio buttons, fine. But 100 options. Now place 100 radio buttons and 100 checkboxes now. Your screen will be filled up with that controls only, space consumption. When you design a screen, the space is also going to be important. Some 200, 300 options are there. You add 203 radio buttons or you add 200 checkboxes. It looks awkward first. The form looks clumsy. Correct? So in that type of scenarios, we take the help of these controls. What controls? Combo box, list box, and checklist box. They're used for providing a list of options now. User can select from that. Less space, more values. Space is less. Values will be more. Drop down list. Every day you just see when you click. Countries there, drop down list. Show you the list of all the countries. You select a country from that. When you are opening a project, you're selecting a version. You have a drop down showing you 6, 5, 3.1, 2.1, all options you are selecting from that. That's called as a drop down. But this is called combo box. What controls we see there are drop down. This is called combo. What is the difference? Drop down means you can only select. Combo means you can enter or select. Did you catch my point? Drop down. In web generally we come across drop downs. What are drop downs? You can only select. A list will come, you can only select. But this is combo. Combo means it's a combination of a text box and a drop down. Combination of a text box and drop down means, suppose countries are there. You need to select a country, but unfortunately your country is not in the list now. What to do now? You will not select some other country now? So you can type your country name there. It will work like a text box also. It will work like a drop down also. That's what the name combo. A combination of one text box and one drop down list. Both are combined together and combo box there. Here we don't have drop downs. What do we have? Combo. Okay. Next. List box. You know list box now scroll bar will come. Options will come scroll bar. You'll be scrolling and just using it. Okay. What is the difference? Combo box is single selection. List box is multi-selection. Combo box is single selection. List box is multi-selection. Other. Same like list box only. Same like list box only. But beside every item, you'll find a checkbox here. Beside every item, you'll find a checkbox. In a list box now, if you select something, how do you select multiple selection? In list box, how do you do multi-selection? I'm talking list box means you're telling checkbox. Don't listen. What I'm asking you and what are you answering here? In a list box, how do you do multi-selection is what I asked you. You're saying checkbox. Catch control key here. Every day you use, you don't know what you're doing. Control key. We catch the control key and select the second value. After selecting the first value, we catch control and then we select the other values what we want. By mistake, if you lost the control key hold now, what will happen? When you select a new value, all the old value will be deselected now. Okay, to resolve it, they given you the checkbox list. You don't require to use control keys or anything. A checkbox will be there and you will be keeping on checking that. So tomorrow you can see what is selected and what is not selected. That's what we call as the checkbox list control. Okay, so like basically combo box is for single selection, but it has two features. You can enter, you can select. List box and checkbox list are multi-selection. Both are same only. They support you multi-selection, but only difference is you'll find a checkbox beside each and every value there. You'll find a checkbox beside each and every value. So these are the three controls what we just have. And these are exactly same as our radio button and checkbox. But there, if you want to provide multi-selection, radio buttons are used. And here that is replaced with combo. And if you want to use, single selection, radio, and here combo, multi-selection, checkbox, and here list box or checkbox list. What are the advantages that you have? Less space, more values. There, it will consume a lot of space if you have more number of values present also. Clearer? Huh? Okay, I'll just talk more on this in next session. But complete the previous one and I've given you a task also. Don't forget that. What is that? Username text box should accept only alphabets and spaces, minimum 3, maximum 30. Password, do some validations for the password now, data validations, like what? Only uppercase characters, starting with upper, starting with lower. Okay, just Google for regular expressions and take that email and phone number as a sample code and implement it for the password and the confirm password text boxes also. Is it clear? Let's stop it here. We'll meet on Monday.
Recording stopped.